everyone, and welcome to my podcast, Raw in Wonderland. I'm so happy you're here with me today. Today, we're diving into a topic that every woman on this planet has faced at least once in her life. How do we know if someone is truly into us or if we are just creating the love story by ourselves? I said women, but I don't think this issue has a gender. We can think about any two people, okay? Our inspiration comes from the iconic book He's Just Not That Into You by Greg Behrendt and Liz Tuccillo. Born in the writer's room of Sex and the City, fueled by female confusion and one brutally honest male sentence, which says, "Listen, it sounds like he's just not that into you." And as painful as that sentence can be, it's also one of the most liberating things a woman or a human can hear. So, in this episode, we're mixing the book's wisdom with my Wonderland perspective. A warm, honest, slightly humorous journey into clarity, self-worth, and choosing ourselves. Let's begin. 1. If he's not calling you, silence is information. One of the clearest lessons from the book. If he's not calling you, it's because you're not on his mind. And yes, this realization stinks. That quiet moment when the truth settles in. He's not busy, he's just not thinking about me. But inside that sting, there is freedom, because you stop pouring energy into a black hole. You stop waiting, you stop hoping for crumbs, and finally, you come back home to yourself. 2. If he doesn't want a future with you, it's not your job to convince him. The book says something incredibly important. Doesn't want to get married and doesn't want to get married to me are two different things. People show you their intentions very early, but accepting their truth takes time. If someone doesn't imagine you in their future, someone else will, or not, who cares? Someone who actually wants to choose you. Someone who looks at you and thinks, this is the person I want to build a life with. And as the book beautifully reminds us, there's a guy out there who wants to marry you, or in Wonderland language, there is someone who will gladly choose you. And I want to add something here. If not, who cares? 3. If he only calls when he's drunk, it's not love, it's sport. This chapter always makes me laugh. If he only reaches out at 2 a.m., if emotions only appear when alcohol appears, and if he only remembers you when he is lonely, this isn't romance, this isn't connection, it's convenience. And as the book says, bad boys are actually bad. Not mysterious, not deep, not tortured artists, just bad. Someone who truly cares will show up sober. If he is having sex with someone else, the story ends here. One of the book's strongest messages is refreshingly simple. There is no excuse for cheating. Not fear, not confusion, not childhood trauma. Not something like, I don't know what I want. Someone who values you doesn't treat you like a backup plan. And my favorite line, a cheater only cheats himself because he doesn't get to be with you. That's the energy you deserve. 5. If he is breaking up with you, a breakup is not a negotiation. The book is very clear. You cannot talk your way out of a breakup, because a breakup is a definitive action, not a conversation topic, not an invitation to convince him, not a debate. And the most empowering advice, cut him off. Let him miss you. This isn't punishment, this is dignity. Distance is sometimes the most self-loving thing we can do. 6. If he disappears, it's not mystery, it's disinterest. Okay, I know most of the people love to create elaborate explanations when a person vanishes, like maybe he lost his phone, maybe he is in a hospital with amnesia, maybe he was kidnapped by philosophical monks. Now just stop and let me talk statistically. The simplest explanation is true. He is just not that into you. And one of the book's hardest but wisest truths: no answer is your answer. Silence is clarity. Absence is information. Inconsistency is a message. 7. The big lesson: interest is not a luxury, it's the baseline. If we take all the chapters together, they point to one core truth. You deserve someone who shows up. You deserve someone who calls. You deserve someone who doesn't need alcohol to be close to you. You deserve someone who chooses you clearly, not almost, not occasionally, not halfway. As the book puts it, better than nothing is not good enough for you. Love shouldn't drain you. Love shouldn't confuse you. Love shouldn't make you question your worth. 8. My Wonderland wisdom. Real interest is not complicated. From my Wonderland perspective, romantic clarity is beautifully simple. When someone is truly into you, you don't need to analyze their text. You don't wait by the phone. You don't decode mixed signals. You don't chase. Why? Because real interest feels like this. He calls, he shows up, he chooses you, he makes space for you. Confusion is not romantic. Confusion is just emotional fog. And you, my dear Wonderlander, you are not meant to live in a fog. 9. A moment of reflection. Take a quiet breath and ask yourself, how many times have you created excuses for someone's lack of effort? How many times have you called inconsistency mystery? How many times have you waited for someone who wasn't waiting for you? And then whisper gently to yourself, I deserve someone who is into me. Let that sentence guide you. Thank you so much for joining me today in Raw in Wonderland. I hope this episode gave you clarity, strength, and that sweet little Wonderland-style reality check we all need from time to time. Until next time, stay curious, stay kind, and stay with someone who is truly into you. Bye, guys!